Steve Bowers welcoming you to 6 in the City. Our colleague Cassandra Fuller is away today, as I was last week, so we've been swapping out. Hopefully everybody will be together next week. It's good to be back in the studio. Good to have you with us for this show. Coming into the Civic Center today, we saw Congress for Mayor signs, and so I assume the announcement coming up at the Civic Center this evening as we do the show on the 23rd means that 23 is away in the city of Jackson, so it's about to begin. Got a full show today. We're going to talk to Katie McGill about an upcoming grief recovery workshop, therapy workshop that's coming up in November. We're going to get a preview of that. And Nadia Beard is going to be with us. She's working with Annette, and we got a production of The Wiz that's coming up August the 31st through September 3rd. We have some of the cast members here today. Denise Walton is going to update us on all things RIFA, including Canada, that is coming up. Mary and Larry Newton to talk about a brand new event we're going to add to the social calendar in Jackson with a Veterans Ball in November. We'll get a preview of that today as well. Our entertainment is being provided by Scott Myatt. It's good to be back in the studio with him. And then Beth Ann Simpson is with us, and she is the new executive director of the Downtown Development Corporation. That's an exciting move for the corporation. We're delighted to have this opportunity to introduce her to you and to all of Jackson. Lakeland Bowman and Breonna Batchelor are with us, and they're the new tenants, two of the three new tenants in the in the locals downtown, right across the News Talk 101.5, right there at Shannon and Lafayette at the Farmers Market. And we're going to get details of what they've got in mind for their shops and their entrepreneur development here. And then Caitlin Goodman is with us. We got a special Kids Fest coming up this Saturday, the 27th. Details on all of that and more, including, as we mentioned, Scott Myatt, who's with us back in the studio. We're glad to be here on this 6 in the City.
Hi. I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after a sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Katie McGill is with us, and of course she's an outstanding performer. She does many things in her life, but we're not here to talk about any of those. We got a grief recovery or therapy workshop coming up here?
Yes, it is a grief therapy workshop with leading author and professional Dr. Robert A. Nemeyer right here in the Hub City.
Going to be in the Hub City. All right. So now, is this designed for professionals? Is that the object of this, or just?
You know, I'm really glad that you asked that because it's designed for anyone and everyone that would like to come and have this training. And in my personal opinion, you know, Steve, we all experience grief at some point in our life. And so it's an excellent training for us all to have to help everybody in our community.
So it could include pastors, teachers?
Pastors, teachers, mental health professionals, law enforcement.
Regular folks?
Yes, anyone and everyone.
So it would give me some understanding of this process then?
Absolutely. And it is going to be a hands-on training. Dr. Nemeyer is PhD. He's a PhD, and he is currently the director of the Portland Institute on Loss and Transition in Oregon, and he's a professor emeritus from the University of Memphis.
Okay. So what brought you in connection with him, or why did you decide to do this?
Well, he actually has trained our executive clinical director, Twana Miller, who's an LCSW here in Jackson. So she has done trainings with him before, and she has only spoken highly of him and sang his praises. So we're really excited to bring him right here to Jackson. And, you know, most of these kinds of trainings, you'll receive 14 continuing education units for this 2-day workshop, as well as 2 out of 3 credits toward a certification in grief. So these kinds of trainings, I mean, you have to drive out of town typically to get these trainings. So you're looking at gas, food, lodging, and we're bringing it all right here to the hub city, and breakfast and lunch are provided both days during this conference.
All right, so let's get this specific. What are the dates then?
November 17th and 18th.
Okay.
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday, Friday, 17th and 18th.
It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. both days.
So it's full day.
Yes, it's jam-packed, full of, like I said, hands-on workshop training.
It's going to be held where?
At the Carl Grant Event Center. We are partnering with the Union University School of Social Work, so I want to shout them out and tell them thank you for partnering with us. And we will, like I said, we will be there all day those 2 days, and we hope everybody will come out, and you can purchase your tickets on eventbrite.com for this event.
So when I go to eventbrite.com, I go to
You
what?
can type in techniques of grief therapy, and it should pull that up first.
Techniques of grief therapy.
Yes, techniques of grief therapy.
TCHIQ.
Yes,
Okay.
and you'll find it there.
Okay, techniques of group therapy.
Grief
therapy.
Yep.
Grief therapy. Techniques of grief therapy. See, I'm confused already. Techniques of grief therapy, November 17th and 18th in Jackson.
Yes.
All right, so when you say this is going to be hands-on, what does that mean?
Dr. Meyer has 2 full days jam-packed full of activities and exercises where people will actually be participating in those exercises to learn how to help people cope through their grief.
Is this designed for, I mean, grief applies to every circumstance in
Yes,
some way, but is
every
it designed to
circumstance.
anything specific that drives this? Or?
No, nothing specific. It's really just the concept of grief and loss in general, because like I said, that's something we all experience, and especially after COVID, which I say after, it's not really gone, but
yeah.
after the pandemic, the quarantine, you know, we all have grieved several things, whether it be loved ones, time, events. You know, there's a lot of things that we've grieved, so there's no better time to host this kind of workshop than right now.
Katie, how do you mix in that setting then professionals and people? You say that if I want to sign up, I can. I have no specific background in this other than life experience.
Sure.
Right?
Well,
wanting to understand this process.
I think that that's what connects everybody, though, is truly we all have that experience in some facet or another. We have all experienced grief, so we could all use this sort of beneficial hands-on training to how to cope with it, you know, for ourselves and to help others through that situation.
What's the fee for this?
So 1 day is $150, 2 days is $250.
That
Again,
includes the
breakfast and
meals.
lunch. Yes,
It's
breakfast
included.
and lunch are provided, and the CEUs and
So you get those credits, and it starts again at
9 a.m.
9 a.m. and goes till 5:30. So it's a
Yes,
full day. You're
full-
making a commitment
2
for
full days.
You need to really make a commitment for 2 days. You
Yes,
think for this?
absolutely.
Okay. All right. That's coming up November 17th and 18th.
Yes, at the Carl
At the
Grant
Carl
Event
Grant
Center.
Event Center. Go to Eventbrite, and we'll get that lined up. Well, it's be good to have him in this city.
Absolutely.
Because we've all been through it.
Yes, and we'll continue to go through it. So
Yep,
it's
it's
just
not
a
over,
wonderful
is
thing
it?
to have. It's a
Well,
wonderful
it
thing.
may be helpful, even if you've gone through it already, it may be helpful to go back and say, okay, here's what happened to me.
Absolutely.
And here's where it went right or wrong.
And that's one of the things he wants to do. He wants to talk to us about
Okay.
our experience.
It's good to see you again.
So good to
It was
see
great
you
working with you on the
always.
telethon, and that
Yes.
went so well. And we appreciate everybody in West Tennessee that was involved with Circle of Hope this year.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a different step. We're going to talk about the Wiz coming up next as we continue 6 in the City.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Nadia Beard is with us, and she's working with Ned to produce The Wiz, and we've got several of the cast members that are here. It's good to have you all with us. Look forward to this.
Thank you.
All right, so how did this get started for you?
Well, actually, it was given to me a task, and one of Mr. Jimmy Kimbrough at the time came to me and said, you know what, we're doing The Wiz. I think you should be the director of The Wiz. And I said, really? And I said, okay. And he said, will you do it? And I said, I'll think about it. Then I said, you know what, I could possibly do it.
All right. So have you got a background in theater and dance? And
No,
all
I'm
stuff?
actually a dance teacher.
Okay, a dance teacher. Okay,
Yes.
so that's a good start, right?
That's a great start.
Nadia Beard is with us. The Wiz is coming up at the Ned. It's going to be August 31st through September the 3rd. What are the times?
The times are 7 p.m. and we have a matinee Saturday from 2 p.m. and that Saturday evening at 7
Is
p.m.
that September the 3rd? Is the 3rd?
September the 3rd.
It's Saturday. So 2 and 7 there, and then 7 the other
Yes,
nights.
sir.
Thursday,
Yes.
Friday, and Saturday.
And Saturday, Thursday, Friday are 7 o'clock.
Okay, 7 o'clock. All right, and then 2 performances on Saturday for The Wiz. We have some of the cast members here, and your name is?
My name is Olivia Johnson.
Okay. All right, Olivia, and you play?
Dorothy.
You play Dorothy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and with the red slippers and all that stuff?
Well, they're silver for this. Sorry.
A few adaptations
Yes,
have
sir.
been made. All right, so we got silver slippers. Have you done acting, dance before, or is this first time?
This is my second play for the Ned.
Okay.
The first play was Hairspray.
Okay, that went over real well, I hear, too.
Yes,
It was
sir.
a great production. Okay.
It was very
All
fun.
right, so what's it like doing Dorothy?
Very new. This is my first lead character. So.
Okay, well, congratulations on this.
Thank
All right, who's your colleague down here on here?
Oh, hi, I'm Bryson Williams, and I play the Scarecrow.
The Scarecrow?
Yep.
All right, so you do have some dancing to do, if I remember this.
Yes,
of course,
sir.
The plays can be very, very different than the movies. I know the movie. Right? You know, so that's my only reference point here. Okay.
Yeah, he does a lot of dancing in the
All
show.
right, so I start saying that role would be. Have you done this before?
Yes, sir. I've done acting before.
Okay. And the dance?
Yes.
You signed up for Nadia School and
Yeah.
said, okay, here we go. All right. So congratulations on that. Who we got back here now?
I'm Dakota Dodson, and I'm the Tin Man.
All right, so Dakota, you're the Tin Man.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what's that role like?
It
You
was
don't
real,
get to dance as much as the Scarecrow, I don't think.
just about the same
Is
amount.
that right? Okay, so the Tin Man can move.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Or at least in The Wiz he can.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. What's your background in this?
It's been really fun trying to get the emotion of him because he didn't really have a heart.
All right.
So that was fun.
Yeah, the characters are fun characters, but then they're also very serious characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what makes this thing work. All right, and your name?
I'm Joshua Emery, and I play Lion.
And you're the Lion. Okay. Yeah. So you got everything from roaring to crying in your role. I think.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Do you get to do a lot of dancing too?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relatively speaking. Okay. But all right. So it's good. What's your background in this?
Well, it's kind of different with this character.
Okay.
And
what you've done before, as far as
what I've
acting
done
goes?
before was I've been in many plays. I've been in choirs, and like I had a lot of experiences with warm-ups and how to bring acting to life with your character and how to make the character stand out from like how the other characters are.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, good luck with all this. Hand that microphone back, if you will, to Nadia. Let me talk. All right. How many people do you got in this cast?
We have a cast of almost 40 young people, 30 students from the Jackson-Madison County school system involved.
They are what age?
Oh, they range from the ages of 8 to 18.
Okay. All right, so it's like herding cats, I would think, at first.
Oh, it's all over the place. I'm all over the place. I'm turning from one side to the next, trying to keep up with them all, but I love them.
Okay. So Johnny came to you and asked you to do this, and then getting in the midst of this, because it is a convoluted thing to do a play. Then when you add song and dance,
oh yeah,
the musical,
singing. I have a great creative team. I have a lot of coaches and teachers from the Jackson-Madison County school system. I have principal, assistant principal. I have teachers, dance teachers from the community. We all came together to make sure that this event was a positive as well as a motivating event for our young people.
How much are tickets?
The tickets cost $10 for seniors and students.
Okay.
$15 for the public.
Okay. You get them in advance at the NED through the NED.
You can get
website?
them through the NED website, and also the day of. You can also purchase
just
at the
walk up.
door.
The show is coming up. The Wiz is coming up August 31st through September the 3rd. The performance is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings are at 7. There's a Saturday matinee at 2.
Yes, it is.
So they'd like to meet all of you. We look
Yes,
forward to this.
thank you so much.
I hope people turn out in the community to see this.
Yes, please come out.
Great work is being a lot of hard work.
A lot of
That's
hard
right.
work.
Showtime. All right, very, very good. Speaking of Showtime, we're so glad to have this guy back with us and to be back in the studio, if you will. Well, we can't do a rousing applause, but we're just glad to have Scott Myatt. Scott?
Great to be here, Steve. Thanks for having me, and glad to be back in the studio as well.
Yes, sir.
This is a very old song, older than any of our grandparents, but it's been redone and redone. This happens to be the version that I learned from Doc Watson, who's a guitar player most people probably don't know about. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Now I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. Father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Now mothers, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I got one foot on the platform, the other foot on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Now I know I'm one.
System Operational Achievement Recognition, the SOAR Award, is the American Public Gas Association's recognition for excellence in a natural gas utility. The award covers employee safety, system improvement, system integrity, workforce development. There are over 700 APGA members. In 2022, 14 of those systems received a SOAR Award. But the top-level gold SOAR Award, only one system, the Natural Gas Division of the Jackson Energy Authority. Being an industry leader is all a part of JEA today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame, Super Bowl champion, two-time NFL MVP, four-time Pro Bowler. Kurt Warner will be the speaker for the 58th benefit dinner at Freed-Hardeman University. Join us Friday, December 2nd and hear from the American underdog. Enjoy a night of great food and entertainment and help raise money for student scholarships with Kurt Warner, one of the greatest stories in sports history. Visit fhu.edu for details.
Denise Walton is with us, and she is with RIFA. She is the Director of Donor and Community Relations, or she manages all of that. Good to see you. Had a big Saturday this past Saturday with Pack the Bus. Did you say it went well?
We did, yes, it was great. We raised over 15,000 pounds of food and almost $7,000 in cash, which allows us to purchase additional snack foods.
People just made cash donations.
Yes, sir. It was awesome. And all of that goes for our snack backpack program. Yes, sir.
Specific thing, which is, well, I guess it's launched really. School's in, or is it?
School has started. We're waiting on those numbers, but, last year was just a couple of weeks ago.
Confirmation of numbers.
Yes, sir. But last year it was over 1,300 snack backpacks went out each Friday in over 13 schools in Jackson, Madison County. So those children have the opportunity to eat over the weekends.
Yeah. The snack backpack is designed to provide food for children during the weekend. So,
yes, sir.
And you have volunteers that pack all those on?
We do. In fact, when I left just a little bit ago, the warehouse had lots of folks back there sorting all that food. It was awesome.
Okay.
It's great.
So all those pounds of food and $7,000 in cash. So thanks to everybody in Jacksonville.
Absolutely,
and all
wonderful.
over West Tennessee for participating in that.
Yes, sir.
They were in front of the Walmart, the 2 Walmarts, and then also 3 Krogers.
All 3 Krogers, yes. And we had volunteers staffing at all 5 locations. In spite of the rain, bless, a whole lot of our volunteers were drenched by the time the day was over. And then we had a host of folks come to RIFA at the end of the day to help unpack the bus. You know, the food is on the buses.
It's on the bus.
And
I thought about that, so yeah, we got to get this stuff off.
Yes, sir.
So it's a full day.
It is indeed, but it was a great day just to see those buses roll in full of food for kids in need. It was awesome.
Well, the next big step for RIFA is the construction that's coming up September the 29th, right? It's going to be the gala and the finale and all that.
Yes, sir, it is.
But the team entries need to be made now, right? Or you're looking for them?
I think Friday was the last day for teams. We have 11 teams signed up, which is exciting.
Okay, very good.
So the can structures, will be available that night.
So when will they start doing the build-outs then?
On the Tuesday before, I believe, and then they're judged on the Wednesday, and
so
then that
the
night.
27th they build out. If you want to come September the 27th, it's going to be here at the Civic Center?
It is indeed, yes, sir. And then the 28th is the judging, and then the 29th is the big reveal of who the winners are. And of course, we have table sales available right now. So if I haven't called you, I'm going to call you for a table. Absolutely. Right. And those are for anyone who wants to purchase a table, and then if you want to buy a couple of seats as well. And then, of course, we need to fill the balcony for our entertainment that night, which is exciting.
Who's the entertainment?
Rick Roberts. He is a comedian from Nashville, and we're so excited. He does a Barney Fife shtick impersonation, which I'm a big Andy Griffin fan, so
all right.
I love that show, so I'm excited to see him. It's good, clean, family fun, and you can bring your kids, if you want to do the balcony seats that night as well.
All right, so let's go through those steps. The balcony tickets are how much?
They are $25.
Okay, they're on sale now?
Yes, sir. It's all on Eventbrite. I'm glad you mentioned that earlier today.
So Eventbrite is where you get and you just put in
Construction, and we'll be there.
Eventbrite on Construction.
RIFA.
So it's $25 for the balcony tickets?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, an individual ticket, if I want dinner and all, is how much?
It's $125.
$125, okay. And then the table sponsorship start at?
$900.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And that'll be a table of 8? Okay.
So it's a great night of fun. You get to see the structures, you have a great meal, and then the entertainment with the comedian is just going to be a great night. I'm really excited about it.
The competition is pretty intense among these teams that do this. I mean, this is a design-build competition. They take it seriously.
From what I gather,
they do.
Yes, sir. A lot.
Well, I know JA's had a team in here for the last several years, and we get everybody from engineers to whatever involved.
Yes,
to people that have some kind of, like Cassandra Fuller has some kind of artistic flair that says, okay, we need a different kind of label. Right?
Yes, it's amazing to see these structures, and then of course at the end of the night, all the food comes to RIFA as well. So, it's just a great opportunity to be a part of something that gives back to our community to feed hungry people. They're our neighbors. These are our neighbors, and so we definitely want to reach out.
RIFA's just expanded its operation as far as its location, and so you got new warehouse space and everything else there.
Yes,
you got soup kitchen going on every day.
Every day, and 365 days a year. It's awesome. And then the thrift store has almost doubled in size. So if you haven't been out to see all of our new facilities, I would love to give you a tour to show you. It's brand new for me.
Do you need to make an appointment, or can you stop by?
Stop by and see us.
Just stop by.
Yes, we'd love to have anybody to come and see. We're happy to show our facilities. So.
All right. The Regional Interfaith Association, the exact location is?
133 Airways.
Airways.
Yes, sir, downtown.
Yeah. And you can't go much further on Airways now because they got it blocked off.
Indeed. So you got to end up at RIFA. It's a great place to be. Yes,
Are y'all responsible for that? I hadn't thought about that. The road needs to stop right here, Mayor.
There you go.
It's good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, look forward to it on the 29th. We're going back to the main stage. We welcome once again the very talented Scott Myatt.
Just yesterday morning, you let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. Just can't remember who to send it to. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Seen sunny days when I thought they'd never end. Lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? Gotta help me make a stand. I won't leave through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. And I won't make it any other way. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Seen sunny days, man, I thought they'd never end. Lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Been walking my mind to an easy time, back turned toward the sun. Lord knows a cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. My body's aching, the time is at hand. Lead me through another day. And oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Seen sunny days when I thought they'd never end. Lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, babe, one more time again. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around. Thought I'd see you just one more time, Suzanne.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
We're about to add a new social event to the calendar in Jackson. I'm reminded of the time when I interviewed the guys from the Love and Truth Church when they announced they were going to start a new church in Jackson. I said, I think we got plenty already. They said, you haven't been on the golf course lately on Sundays. There's still plenty of people not going to church. And so we got a new event coming up. It's going to be in November. We're going to add to what is the busy social calendar, but not everybody does the events we've got. And this is, you know, and we have some friends that'll party every weekend if they can. And so Mary Ross is with us, and Larry Newsom is here. It's good to see you both. They're with the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition, and we're going to add a new event to the social calendar. It's coming up November the 5th, our first ever Salute to Veterans Military Ball. So tell me what this is going to be like.
Well, we're going to share with the community and the city of Jackson the traditions of the military.
Okay.
We do balls just a little bit different, but
now is this going to be legal? Are we all going to get arrested, or are we going to be okay?
no, it'll be within the bounds.
Okay. May push.
Barely,
Yeah, okay. I was starting to say,
barely.
Mary,
We push
it may push them a bit, right, Mary? Okay.
That was one of our charges, to make sure.
Okay. Get right up to the line there, and just don't cross it,
That's
right?
right.
Or if you do, just jump back quickly. So what is different about a military ball, Larry?
Well, we do, we recognize the a chain of command.
Okay.
We do toasting. We will also recognize the missing, the folks who aren't with us anymore. We will also recognize the MIAs.
Okay, hold that mic. Yeah.
The MIAs and the POWs.
Okay.
So that adds a little different element to it.
So how do you orchestrate that within an evening then, Mary? What do you do then? Hold that microphone up. Yeah.
So I'm actually not a veteran. I actually very pleased to work with a couple of veterans.
Right.
But from what we've been planning, our dining out program's going to start. We're going to welcome everybody in. Got some formalities that we'll be addressing, and grog bowls, cake cutting with swords, a lot of new and fun stuff. And you add that in with our keynote speaker, who's going to be Pat Waters, the grandson to General George S. Patton.
Okay.
And then One Night Stand will be performing after that.
So there'll be a band after that then.
So we're packed out for a lot of fun.
Okay.
Hopefully for a sellout. We're doing great with sponsorship as far as Golden Circles, actually one of our co-title sponsors, as well as American Access. So we've got some people out there who believe in their military ball and want to stand behind it. And we are recently adding JA to that list, so we're pretty excited with that too.
All right, so this is Salute to Veterans Military Ball. It's going to be Saturday, November the 5th, and it's going to be at the DoubleTree. What time will this start?
Starts at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, okay.
We'll have a cocktail hour, and then we'll move into the ballroom for the festivities.
Okay. So it'll be a mixture then of formal events and then fun events and then dancing at the end, right?
Absolutely.
All of it. So it will all be, so it's a whole different thing. Let people know, the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition is what?
It's truly a coalition of veterans groups that come together and share what's going on in the community. And we also we share what's going on in the community. We make sure everybody's apprised of what's going on with the military groups.
Okay.
But this year, the big change is this event is going to create a crisis management fund for the veterans in our community.
Okay.
So this is the main reason we're doing this.
Okay.
We like to share the festivities, but the main goal is this crisis management.
How much are the tickets? How do we get them?
So sponsorships are currently on sale. They range from $1,000 to $5,000, depending on the tier that you would like to purchase. Individual tickets, $100 per non-veteran, $75 per veteran, and those will actually go on sale on September 1.
Okay.
Once again on Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
So that will be coming out.
So when I
there.
go to Eventbrite, then I will go to Salute to Veterans Ball, is it?
Correct. And if anyone's looking at sponsorships, my number's on all the billboards and all that fun stuff, and my cell number is area code 423-341-3330, and I'll be happy to answer any questions and kind of direct you to the right place. We've also we're getting ready to wrap up our banners, which are currently located North Park.
North Park, right?
Yeah, so if you want to take a look.
Can you handle that as well?
I can handle anything you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
West Tennessee Veterans Coalition on Facebook, and is there a website as well?
We are on Facebook. I do not think we have.
Facebook is our best.
Best bet. Okay, so just check it on Facebook for details. Eventbrite has the tickets.
Eventbrite.
November 5th is the date, and the deadline for the banners is this next
September
week,
1st.
September 1st.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
And
good to see you both.
call me with
Good to
anything.
be here.
All right. Thanks a lot to Mary and to Larry. Beth Ann Simpson is the new director of downtown development. We're going to meet her next as we continue 6 in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, and any way you can imagine.
Heating and air conditioning costs are over 50% of our average utility bills. Heating water, another 20%. 70% of our costs are basically for comfort. Utility costs are going up, and those inflation-driven costs may be with us for months. Whatever methods you use to conserve energy, those count more now than ever before. So when you set thermostats or use energy in any way, remember to take steps to conserve, saving your dollars at JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Scott Myatt will be along again in this segment. We're delighted to have him with us. We're pleased to introduce Beth Ann Simpson to you, and she is our new Director of Downtown Development Corporation. Congratulations. Good to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so I understand Downtown Development now is being operated by the CO.
Correct.
Right, okay, which is kind of an interesting alignment. And so but the city put in money to support this.
Right.
And everything else. So have the duties of downtown development or its focus changed, or what's happening?
I really think it's going back to its original mission, which is economic development and promotion of downtown. And I think this layering of the CO makes a lot of sense because you have this extra staff for marketing, for a website, newsletter, and social media presence, and also helping with managing the local. You have tenants there that we can help push them through Co-Starters program at the CO and really help support small businesses and entrepreneurs downtown. So I think it makes a lot of sense, but that doesn't mean I won't be working closely with the city, the chamber on future plans and growth for downtown. So I think it's really a neat partnership.
Is there still a board for downtown development? You're reporting to a board?
There is, yes. It's still the existing JDDC board. It's going to have some new members added to it and kind of some way to have some layering with the CO's board as well, but it'll still function as its own board under the CO.
What attracted you to this job? What were you doing?
Well, so I was at Lambeth for 12 years in higher education, but I've always spent my time in Midtown and downtown, and really feel like it's the best place to be in Jackson. And so always been a cheerleader for downtown, and I think just my skills in connecting people and advocating for resources. It's a different population working with businesses, but I think it's something I'm just really excited about.
All right. Now, when you say you're talking about getting back to the original focus, that's the economic development of downtown. Well, that's gone through changes. There's a lot more going on now than it was just a few years ago, certainly. All right. So where do you pick up, or what do you change, or what do you look to do?
Yeah, I think there's some great momentum downtown, but there's been people that have been working hard and being persistent about the growth of downtown for a long time. And I think while we have this momentum, we'll be there to first support the businesses that are currently there and advocate for them. And part of my job will be overseeing our Main Street accreditation and getting grants and things like that. But then it's working
so that
with—
had been lost?
It had been, or just kind of suspended at the time. So re-establishing that connection to Main Street will open us up to other opportunities like grants and that we can use for Main Street. And then I think our next steps are there's a lot of development and projects that are about to come downtown. And so it's working with the city and the chamber to figure out we need a strategic plan. Let's look at the vision for downtown and really make sure we're all have a shared vision of what's next.
I know that a lot of the property is changing hands downtown. It's exhibited with the new Havner's Art Gallery, where the Rockabilly Hall of Fame was, where City Court was, where the fire department was back in the history of this. And there are other properties that are being bought. Are there specific plans for those, or is it, everybody got a different vision, or can you
Yeah, I can
talking
speak.
about herding cats with whiz.
Yes, but I think
you
what's
got a lot of people that are investing in downtown.
There are, but I think what's so exciting is we just met and had all these folks at the table, and they're willing to talk and share about their plans so that we can all collaborate and know what the other is doing, and that is happening, and that's exciting.
Okay.
So I think that we only go up from here in downtown. So.
What are we needing downtown, do you think? If you had your, if you could just, okay, everybody shut up, and here's what I think we need.
Good thing it's not just up to me. But I think that it being an arts district now, we need to continue to support the arts downtown. There's already the NED and the Symphony and the Arts Council. So continuing to have spaces like that make it a unique place to live and work. And then more restaurants and retail and just creating diversity downtown.
That's all a part of this. One thing leads to another.
Yeah.
I remember after we had the tornadoes in 2003, we had Cafe Lafayette downtown. The guys that were here that looked at our city after that said that's going to be a challenge because it's standalone, and it's tough to stand alone. Said you need something going on at every facility, every venue downtown at the same time, so let's get after it. Well, good luck with this.
Thank you.
Real pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
And well, it's exciting. Beth Ann Simpson, she is the new Executive Director of Downtown Development in the city, so you'll be seeing and hearing more from her. And there's a lot of property change going on in downtown, so it's really exciting. We're going back to the main stage, and we welcome once again our very talented friend, Mr. Scott Myatt.
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, call you up and ask if you would like to go with me and see a movie. First you say no, you got some plans for the night, and then you smile. Alright, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you were thinking. If some fella looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be a-winking. I get confused cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You decide someday to stop this little game that you were playing, I'm gonna tell you all the things my heart has been dying to be saying. Just like a ghost, you've been haunting my dreams, so I propose on Halloween. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky, yeah, yeah.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million. but it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA Today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With UtiliCare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/UtiliCare.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Beth Ann Simpson had mentioned that one of the things exciting about downtown is the locals. Those are entrepreneurial shop opportunities that are set up right across from News Talk 101.5, Shannon and Lafayette downtown, where the I.H. Anderson building stood, historic building from 1897 to 2003, and the tornado took that away. But inadvertently, that's made an opening for entrepreneurs in downtown. It's been a successful transition. We're pleased to introduce 2 of the 3 people that have gotten the new contracts to go into the locals. And we're talking about Brianna Batchelor and Lakeland Bowman. And congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
All right, so what are you going to do with this local spot?
So my business is Lamont's Kitchen, and we're bringing all things food in a jar. So we're bringing a brand new concept of food in mason jars. So it's fast food, but
food
healthy.
In mason jars?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a
and
new
so
concept.
Do you buy it to eat or to prepare or to cook?
Well, you buy it to eat, so it's already ready-made, and you just take it.
Pardon my ignorance of this. It's
oh,
just
no,
new
you're
thing.
fine.
I thought I knew everything about food.
No.
All right. So how did this start, or where did you hear about this?
So I come from manufacturing outside of being a restaurant manager, and I always had to have food on the go, and I was tired of eating like traditional fast food,
right.
And then starting like a healthy, conscious lifestyle. I was like, hey, I need something healthy. So we adapted the mason jar idea. We're not the first person to create it. We're just the first person to expand it here to Tennessee.
All right. And it's called Lamont's Kitchen.
Yes.
All right. And so this is meal preparation. You do also do private catering?
Yes, we do. Yes.
And so you'll book that as well?
Yes, we do both.
All right. So you'll open when?
So we're scheduled to open September the 10th. We're going to throw a huge party on the block. So we're very excited.
All right. Lakeland Bowman is with us, and your business is?
The 906.
All right.
Yeah. I'm a pottery studio and a vintage shop, so you can come in and create some hand-built pottery in an environment that emanates the colors and patterns of the 1960s and 70s.
All right, so where does the 906 come from then?
So the 906, September 6th is my birthday.
Okay.
So I used to be Lake and Thrifts and then Lake and Bowman
Right.
Ceramics, and now that I'm kind of venturing out on my own, I'm combining the two together.
Okay. Will this be all your work, or are you looking for work from other people?
So I will sell my work, but I mainly sell my own personal work online, but I will have some of my own work in store, but I'll be teaching classes in the studio.
So this is going to be a studio then for
Yes,
classes and
for
all?
classes,
Okay.
yes. So I'll be teaching a lot of hand-building classes in shop, and then currently I work at East Mitchell Clay in Humboldt, and there's 10 wheels there, so I'll also be teaching throwing classes at East Mitchell Clay.
Okay. So how many units do you have in your place at the locals?
Just one, so I'm
Just one.
fitting 2 businesses into one of those little units.
Into one of those,
Yep.
okay. All right. So what got you into this?
So I've always been an artist. I went to college for ceramics and got my degree in ceramics, and I've been working at the Pottery Studio in Humboldt for the last 4 years. And vintage is just something when I graduated college and I moved here to work at the job because I'm originally from Illinois.
Okay.
So I moved to Jackson. I'm a transplant. And I started decorating my own apartment, and that's when I started getting into vintage and thrift stores and on a budget trying to decorate that.
Now, there's going to be one other person that's there, and that is Alexander, right? And he's going to do Hello Annie. What's that going to be?
Yeah, she's going to do Hello Annie, and she is an awesome party shop. That's what I would call it. And our businesses flow well together because she has the crafts and the thrifting. Alexandria has the party items, and I have the food. So you get like a one-stop shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're really excited for the collaboration between the
So
three.
was that part of the interest in going to the locals? I mean,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, yes. We build community. So the biggest thing is we rely on one another because we're brand new into a new building, and it's scary, but we're going to do it all together and build community. So you'll see a lot of different events, a lot of late night stuff that's going to happen too, because we really just want to bridge the gap and say, hey, we're new business owners, but we're doing it together. And we have that support from our local neighbors.
The way this works, then you go into the locals for a year or two, you have an option, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you apply through the CO? Or,
yes.
Okay, apply through the CO. It's a really interesting process. It's been very successful. The coffee shop and everybody else has moved to 300 East Main, so they've obviously got off to a running start down there. And it's right across, well, it's at the corner of Shannon and Lafayette downtown, near Blacksmith, 101.5, right there in that area. Are there going to be standard hours for you, or is that going to depend on events, I guess classes, or, you know, you?
Yeah, classes will kind of be scheduled a lot. I'll be doing a lot of Saturday classes and Wednesday night classes, and then here and there, other people can come and reach out to me and see when their group would like to meet, and I'm open to opening my hours later.
Okay, all right. How do people contact you, or best way to find out more about your business?
So the best way to find us is Lamont's Kitchen on all social media websites, and then you go to www.lamontseats.com.
Lamontseats.com.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And you're
The 906 on Instagram.
906 on Instagram. All right. Well, good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
good to see you. Scott Myatt says that Lakeland is a Linda Ronstadt lookalike from the early days. We don't doubt that. Leave that up to Scott. We're going to be right back with more as we continue 6 in the City.
Hey, have you heard about 4 Minute City? Do you know what it is?
Our city has over 100 sudden cardiac arrests every year.
That's why the 4 Minute City program was created.
By placing easy-to-use defibrillators in homes and businesses throughout Jackson, we can save lives.
This is not some hypothetical. This is real.
But it's up to us. Want to do something good?
Come on, Jackson, get involved.
You just might save my life.
And I might save yours.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We've been Zooming this show for the last 2.5 years. It's so good to be back in the studio, but we miss our Zoom friends. So Caitlin Goodman is with us. And Caitlin is with the Women and Children's Center of West Tennessee Healthcare. They have a Baby and Kids Fest coming up this Saturday. It is this Saturday at the fairgrounds. Caitlin, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so tell me about Kids Fest. It's this Saturday. What time does it start?
It starts at 10 and it's until 2.
Okay.
Actually free for the public.
Okay.
Game theme, so come to have fun. It's an educational event, but it's also a shopping event as well. And we also have a teddy bear clinic, so we encourage the kids to bring their favorite stuffed animal, so they can actually get used to the ease of going to the doctor, so they can actually be the doctor to their stuffed animal at the teddy bear clinic.
Okay. Caitlin, what's the rationale for doing this? Who do you want to be there?
Any and everyone, family,
Okay.
Children of all ages, pregnant, non-pregnant. It's pretty much just a community event that we wanted to put on, that we've done for 30 plus years, to give back and just to kind of give some good education. We also are celebrating our 30-year anniversary for our neonatal
Oh, wow.
ICU.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we're going to have a big Candyland theme, so come ready for some cupcakes. So there's a lot going on that day. We're excited to have fun with local businesses and nonprofits as well. It's going to be a great day.
Okay. My wife and I we lived in neonatal for about 3 months, brought a boy home, and we're thankful for them. It's a life-changing experience for us. He's 19 now and at Union University, so thumbs up to all those folks. All right, so there will be educational information as well as fun stuff and everything else for family. Is it designed for children up to a certain age?
you know, infancy all the way up to probably 17, 18.
Okay.
You know, it's, I would say it's probably geared more towards the smaller, for sure, but, we'll have a petting zoo, Home Depot will be there, letting us build some things. We'll be doing, you know, safety tips, car seat checks, so parents can, come up and, you know, have
Okay.
a car seat, make sure that, you know, it's properly in place. We'll, of course, like I spoke of earlier, the teddy bear clinic. And then we also, of course, have our sweet celebration for our neonatal ICU. And then we also have a couple other vendors where you can come and shop, have a bite to eat,
Okay.
and just enjoy some fun jumping time. So
it's a fun time, educational time, information time for families. So pregnant, expecting a child, thinking about having a child, grandparent of one or whatever, everybody's invited to this. What you say it starts at 9 o'clock at the fairgrounds, it goes till what time?
It's 10 till 2.
10, okay, 10 till 2 at the fairgrounds, and that's this coming Saturday, the 27th. It's being put on by West Tennessee Healthcare, and no fee for this, absolutely free to attend. You say this has been going on over 3 decades. Did COVID disrupt this? Has it been a while since we've done this, or?
Unfortunately, I believe last year was 2019, which was the year before my time.
Okay.
But yes, since 2019, I believe, was the last show. So we are excited to get back into the community and get involved. You know, to be able to show our support and provide resources to those that don't know about the resources that we actually have out there. You know, from anywhere from pregnant moms to non-pregnant moms to, like you said, grandparents and children. So.
All right. Well, it's important work. We want everybody to get off to as good a start as possible. There are a lot of resources out there, but many times people are not aware of these resources. So, Caitlin, appreciate you doing this and getting on, jumping in and Zooming with us today and getting this word out. Continued best to you. We look forward to having you back on soon.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much. Caitlin Goodman, and that is the Kids Fest, Baby and Kids Fest, this coming Saturday at the Fairgrounds Park, starting from 10 and going till 2, and no fee to get there, and all kinds of great things happening. Scott, it's been good to see you and have you with us.
You too. It's great to see us both alive and well.
Alive and well at this age. Well, Scott Myatt's with us, a very talented man. Cassandra Fuller scheduled to be back with us next week. We look forward to having you back with us next week, and we're glad to be back in the studio right here for Studio 6. Scott, take it away.
All right.
Not Studio 6, 6 in the city. Wrong cue card.
Wrong chord. So, you know, it's all.
Can we just start this over? No, go ahead, Scott.
Hey, hey, baby, hey. Hey, 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 baby, hey. Love you, baby, but I sure ain't gonna be your dog.
Words to live by.
Hey, 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 baby, hey. Hey, 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 baby, hey. Arms around you, baby, all I can say is hey. Hey, 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 baby, hey. Hey, 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 baby, hey. Love you, baby, but I sure ain't gonna be your dog. Hey, lost your good thing now. Hey, lost your good thing now. You had me fooled, but I found it out somehow.